Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Tony from PhaseZero Fitness Solutions with another video. So today, what I want to talk about is selecting the right gym after you receive your personal training certification. So, let's say the scenario is, you've taken the test, you passed the test, you got your certification in the mail. Now you're ready to start looking for some gyms in the area to potentially work at, to build clients, to basically just to start training, right? Um, Two things you want to look at when it comes to selecting your gym is, well, let's start with this. The two types of gym you want to be looking at, um, are going to be either a big box gym or a small independent kind of boutique style gym, right? Usually you're going to see between the big box and the boutique style gyms, two things that are going to stand out is going to be the amount of foot traffic. Well, actually, three: foot traffic, commission, and just the type of equipment, right? So, obviously, with the big box gym, there's going to be a lot more people coming in. There's going to be, there's more equipment that you can, utilize. The commission might be a little different than the small boutique style gym, and actually, it's a good place to start at. You know what I mean? If you're just trying to get your feet wet, you're just trying to, get a feel for the the industry, I recommend starting with the big box gym. And not only that, you're going to notice too, once you start looking for a job, there's actually a lot of gyms that are hiring, right? So I recommend going to the big box gym. It's a little bit more intimidating also. So it's a good place to start because you're going to go there. You might be, the new trainer there, or one of the new trainers, and you're going to have people that have been doing it for a while. They got literally 20 to 30 clients, you know what I mean? Um, those are the people that you really want to kind of reach out to and ask questions, see if they can give you some advice. You know what I mean? What's worked, what has worked in the past at that particular gym, and just make it work for you. So just making sure you're not just showing up and you're stagnant and you're just kind of hanging out. Like you've been pretty active. You're getting out on the floor, or whatever, and you're asking questions, and because all this stuff's going to help you out. Um, the second thing is going to be the equipment piece. So, the big box gym versus the boutique gym, you may have, the big turf in the middle of the gym. You're going to have multiple benches, multiple pieces of cardio equipment. You may have different types of cardio equipment. So you may see one thing I used to like when I was working at my first big box was the ski erg machine. So I used to like putting people on that for their fitness assessment. So some gyms are going to have it, some gyms are not. It just depends. Again, you just have to find what works for you and what you're comfortable with. But again, I recommend, in terms of types of gym, I recommend going with the big box first. The second thing is going to be pay. So if you don't know by now, the way pay typically works at a gym is obviously it's commission, but you're going to have the commission that you can potentially earn from selling a specific quantity of training. Usually there's two routes at a gym. You're going to have they'll have like a commitment, so the members would actually commit to 3 months, 3 months, 6 months, or 12 months, or even longer. They're going to commit to that particular trainer, and the gym is going to charge them a monthly rate for X amount of sessions per week over the span of a 3 month, a 6 month, or a 12 month period. It's pretty much guaranteed income for you, right? Because they're going to be charging that person each month, and if it's a big package, the commission for you on that initial sale is going to be pretty big. The thing that you know on the other side of the commitment, you're going to have just people are going to be like, hey, I just want to buy 8 sessions, right? And they'll pay the per session price, and usually with that, the more sessions they buy, the cheaper the per session price is going to be. So, and again, the more session they buy, the more potential commission you're gonna generate. Um, with commission, when it comes to selecting a gym, again, you want to look, ask that question at the interview. how much is the commission? You know what I mean? How much can I potentially make per session, or how much are you paying the trainers for each package they sell, right? And have them give you an example. You know, it's a very valid question to ask. Everybody knows that, you know, if you're taking a test to become a personal trainer, you've clearly shown it as a passion for fitness and a desire to help people. So the next thing under that is, you know, you want to make money. So make sure when you get to your interview, or, you know, when you kind of having that correspondence between you and the fitness director or the general manager, you mention commission. Usually they'll bring it out, but, you know, it doesn't hurt to ask, because the last thing you want to do is tell them, you know, you're a good fit for that gym, and then you get there and you find out the commission is not really what you expected. The second thing too, believe it or not, are the fitness assessments, which I mentioned in my last video. Some gyms will pay you for every fitness assessment you do. So, you know, you bring people in, you know, you get 2 fitness assessments a day, you know, over the course of like 3 to 4 days per week. You know, let's say you're in the gym Monday through Wednesday or Monday through Thursday, you get paid each one of those fitness assessments. So that's more money in your pocket. When it comes to on the whole pay thing, regardless of commission, regardless of how much you can get paid per session, when a trainer told me in my first gym, he was pretty much like, you know, you're gonna get out of it what you put in it, right? And I thought he was just being cliche. It's really that. It's really the more people you can make contact with, the more people. If you get a phone list, which I stated before that you're going to start with a phone list. If you call 20 people and you can get 13 in for a fitness assessment, and out of those 13, if you can close either, I mean, all of them might be pretty hard if you're pretty new to this, but if you can close at least 5, I don't know, you know what I mean? That's a pretty good start. That's a pretty good start, and it's all going to start with your business plan too. So you determining in order to find out, you know, what you know when it comes to getting out what you're putting in. You need to know that number where you're going to look at your business plan and you're going to say, okay, this month I would like to try to make an extra $1,000, right? If you're working part-time. Obviously, if you're going full-time, it's going to be a little bit more. And you just take a business plan and then you break it down. Well, that means I need to do this many FAs per week, which means I need to be closing this many FAs and bringing on new clients, this many per week, which, you know, X times, you know, 4 weeks in a month would give you, you know, your total at the end of the month. Also, another question to ask too, I completely forgot about this. Hourly pay. Make sure you ask, like, hey, you know, am I getting, we call them floor hours, right? And typically your floor hours, when it comes to getting paid hourly, it's going to be based on the times you spend making phone calls or shooting out emails or text messages. So commission, we get paid for fitness assessments, and what's the hourly wage or the floor hours. And the third and final thing, independence. So I didn't realize how much independence I would have working as a trainer until I got my first job as a trainer. And by independence, I mean running your fitness assessments however you want to run them, tracking progress however you want them, and in some cases you can actually, you know, adjust the price, you know, to make it more presentable for a particular person. Maybe somebody's like, I don't want to pay $70 a session. All right, cool. You don't want to pay 70. Can you do 65? Can you do 60? So some gyms will actually allow you to do that. Some gyms will let you set your own price. They will give you a low end price and a high end price. So as long as you stay in between that, you should be good. I noticed that the only gym that I actually was allowed to do that at was a small boutique style gym. So it was very small. It was like me and one other trainer, and, you know, one of the perks of that job was I was able to set my own per session price. Tracking, right? When you get to a new gym, they're going to give you all the paperwork you need, right? It's going to have their logo at the top of it, all the paperwork you need to track clients, you know, keep kind of like a little file. You get folders and all that good stuff. You got your FAs that you've completed and maybe in this folder over here, and your actual clients over in this folder over here. So all that stuff, they're going to be provided. If you want to take it a step further, actually you can get an online training software, or actually if you want to, because an online training software has a monthly subscription price, or a good alternative is just Google Sheets. So you can actually create a spreadsheet on Google Sheets, which I've actually done, and I've actually tracked my online clients with that. Create a spreadsheet on Google Sheets, and you can just share that with that individual. Share either a particular tab, maybe with their name on it, or share the entire thing. And then the good thing about that is they can go in and they can leave comments. When a person leaves a comment, it'll actually send you an email saying, hey, such and such wrote this comment about maybe a particular exercise. But Google Sheets in conjunction with just a text message should be would suffice for that. And of course, price, as I mentioned, some gyms being pretty flexible with how allowing you to kind of adjust the price and stuff like that. You may get to a gym, and I've seen this before, where there was kind of a structure. Hey, we do our FAs like this. Hey, here's our price, blah, blah, blah. And you may get there and they're like, hey, this is what we have, but you know what? If you can just close the sale, you know what I mean? You bring a person in, you give them a good fitness assessment, and you can close it without having us having to tell you each step, then we're good with that. We're good with that. Hopefully that helps out for the new trainers when you're looking for a job and trying to determine which gym is a good fit for you. Because I can tell you now, if you hop on Indeed and you search certified personal trainer, whatever, there's going to be a lot of options. So hopefully that helps. Those are some questions you can ask. If you have any particular questions for me, if you got anything that you would like me to kind of elaborate on, please leave a comment below. Make sure you like my video, subscribe. This is my second video today, so I think I don't know, maybe I guess I'm an official YouTuber now. So again, if you have any questions, let me know. Give me a thumbs up. PhaseZero Fitness out.